that has them atop the Western Conference?
Well, I like how he just threw the ball over to kind of get his steps together, because I told you weren't going to see him do many dunks again off of one leg. And you saw he went up powerful and finished that with authority. We got the Jazz. Shoot that three. That's what they do, Jacoby. Take note. They have a go-to guy, Donovan Mitchell. And I keep hearing a lot of people talk about their team and saying they don't have a superstar. You know how old Donovan Mitchell is? You know how good he is? You know how well he's been playing for the Utah Jazz? They do have one. Just like the Dallas Mavs have one. And they also have Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower. But what makes Utah special, so very special, historically well at shooting that three ball. They made 23s in a game 10 times already. That's the third most in the history of the NBA. Put my guys in fast forward. You only get that in Jalen Jacoby. Shout to Mike Conley. Shout to Clarkson. Shout to O'Neal. Shout to Bogdanovich. We got the Jazz.
Jalen, as much as this is about a celebration of the Jazz, you know I am a LeBron stan, right? I'm a full-on LeBron stan. I'm not afraid to say it. I'm a little worried about LeBron. I'm a little worried about LeBron James. AD's out, Schroeder's out. LeBron James already said that he wants to play every single night for his teammates, and he is giving 100%. He's played every single game. He's played a lot of minutes. He didn't play a lot of minutes in this one because he didn't play that well, and he didn't have to play that much because they were getting waxed. But as we see more of AD in street clothes, and as there is more burden on him with the short offseason, all the minutes he's playing, I'm concerned about the toll that this will take on him, and I want him to reserve something for the playoffs. Is that a fair concern?
The team and LeBron the second half of the year will find ways to modify his minutes and or load manage him. So you as a LeBron stan, you don't have to worry. They're going to make sure he's fresh and ready to go for the playoffs. But here's what you should really be worried about. How they're going to play with AD and Schroeder out. Because they done lost 4 straight. And they're giving up points in the paint. And people underestimate Anthony Davis was second in the league last year in Defensive Player of the Year. He guards multiple positions. He's a rim protector. And Dennis Schroeder is really good on ball. And so without having both of those guys, and then on the other end to have both of those guys as creators, oh man, it just exhausts LeBron on both ends of the floor. You see he shot one of those jumpers again that almost gave the logo Jerry West a concussion. Hit the side of the rim. I was like, watch out, Jerry. Oh no, that's going to give him a concussion. It went out of bounds. The man is just fatigued. Nobody's more ready for All-Star break than LeBron James.
Jalen, preseason, you were very high on the Atlanta Hawks. However, all the additions that they had made over the summer weren't necessarily available to them. Well, now they are, and one of them is a gentleman by the name of Danilo Gallinari. What happened last night with those Hawks?
Danilo Gallinari shooting threes on threes, made 10 off the bench. Another guy that did that once in the league was also a 6'10 reserve, Donyere Marshall. I was playing in that game. And for those that don't know, the All-Star festivities are in Atlanta, and you know Trae Young came out on a mission. At first, he was shooting from Alpharetta. He was shooting for so deep. And then all of a sudden, he started dropping dimes, and then Gallo got hot. And then once Gallo got hot, it had me looking at the Celtics a little deeper. I'm like, hold on. Like, one of these teams has 2 All-Stars, and one of these teams has none. The Celtics ain't nowhere near winning the East. Ain't nowhere near winning the East. I know they're without Marcus Smart. I know they're without Marcus Smart. I've told you for a few years, I think Ainge, who's terrific, overplayed his hand. Years ago, they had runs to make at AD and Kawhi. And then you make a run at Kyrie and you lose them. And how about this? Our next guest, his name is Scary Terry. Where did he make that name at? Oh, in Boston. When they got Kemba Walker from Charlotte, he was 3rd team All-NBA. He's dealing with some injuries right now. He's currently not the same player. So you lose Kyrie and you lose Scary Terry, plus your bigs. You wish all of them were one player. I wish like Time Lord and Tice and Tristan Thompson was just one player. Like just take all of their skills and make them one player. And so as I look at the landscape of the East, this Boston Celtic team is in trouble because I don't really see them making the kind of game-changing move that's going to affect winning more than the talented players that they have, because they have a really talented team, but they are a flawed team in a lot of ways.
The Bulls, the Hornets have a better record than them. They are tied with the New York Knicks in the standings with the East right now. That is a full-on crisis for the Boston Celtics. Full-on crisis. Brad Stevens has a lot of questions to answer. And Jason Tatum, 13 points. Okay. 1 for 8 from 3. And wait, how many rebounds did he have, Jalen Rose? 1. How many assists did he have? 1 in 32 minutes. Jalen, if you played 32 minutes in an NBA game, you would have more than 1 rebound and 1 assist. And I'm not talking about in your prime. I'm talking right now. Something needs to change for these Celtics, and I think it will happen. I'm not saying that they're going to fire Brad Stevens or they're going to make a huge trade, but they really need to come together and have a look in the mirror moment and change this season around.
And also, too, Brad Stevens is not an experienced coach, a career out here putting in work this year for the Charlotte Hornets as they sit in playoff position. Welcome to the show, family.
Appreciate it. Appreciate y'all having me.
Of course. Now, you and your Charlotte Hornets had a huge win last night against one of the hottest teams in the NBA. What did it feel like as a team on the road after the game during that big win?
Just staying together, man. We know it ain't easy going to play the number 4 team in the West. It's just a lot of guys that they got that special. I had 2 All-Stars, so we just told ourselves we just got to stay together, stay in it, and be the hardest playing team. And we came out with the win last night, so we just trying to keep it going and build off that.
Terry, I played in the league a long time. I've been traded a couple of times. And we're not throwing no shade at your former team, the Celtics. I know you got love for those guys over there. We ain't throwing no shade at how Kemba's playing right now, so I'm going to just set the table. But also, you get paid to play professional basketball. And now you're in Charlotte, and you're replacing Kemba Walker's not only productivity, but you're also in position to reset the market and a name for yourself. You're averaging 20 points this year. What is it like playing in Charlotte under those circumstances, knowing that you got to put in work because, frankly, you had to leave Boston to go get your bread?
The situation is great for me because, I could just be myself. I could just play my teammates, my coaches. Like I said all the time, they allow me to be me, night in, night out. And, we just having a lot of fun. We got a lot of young guys, and, this team, we didn't know what to expect coming in, but, we try to build some stuff over the summer. And like I said, I'm just having a lot of fun. I got to be special this year because, just my teammates and my coaches, and, I just want to keep it going. I'm just excited. But if we win, that's the most important thing. We got to keep winning, and, and it's looking good for us. So that's the most important thing for me.
One of the young guys that you have on that team is LaMelo Ball, and he's shown some really impressive skills early in his career. What have you seen from him in practice and off the court that you think about that makes him special?
It's just his confidence. Him coming into the league, just knowing that, he belongs, and, he's a special player. And, he's not really worried about the outside noise. He's not worried about people around him. He just, having fun. He play hard. And, we just having fun out there. You always got to be alert. His passes, you either be alert or he's going to hit you in the head. But, we just excited to have him. And, he's a special player, man. Special, real special.
So I know you guys got young vets like yourself and Gordon Hayward. But one of the things I appreciate when I'm watching League Pass, you guys fun to watch.
Yeah.
You got like one of y'all go get hot every night. Monk come in getting buckets, Bridges dunking on people. What is it like to be a young upstart team in the league to get a chance to go to a place like Phoenix and get that kind of win in order to like give this young group some confidence that y'all could do some special things this season?
I tell people all the time, we got a great locker room, man. That's where it starts with. Our locker room is great before we go out. Everybody can trust one another. You can look down to your right and your left, and you got your brother that's that's riding for you. So we just go out there and just play, man. We go out there and, you know, we try to be the harder playing team, and it's a lot of fun. You come here and you come in the West and you get some wins like this, especially on the number 4 team on the West. So we, like I said, we just want to keep it going, and we just trying to keep it going, man. It's a lot of fun playing with these guys. A lot of fun.
Terry, you're not the tallest player in the NBA, but that doesn't mean you won't bang on somebody from time and again. So I just want you to watch this highlight of you dunking on Kevin Durant and just tell me what's going through your mind.
Oh, I try to power up. I knew he was right there, but I might have closed my eyes. I didn't know this was gonna happen. Yeah, no, I just try to power up. I knew he was right there, and you know, this happened. I could talk about this forever. Posters, it's there.
So what is it like when you show up at work and the GOAT, Michael Jordan, is your boss? You have Michael Jordan's number in your phone. What kind of mentor has he been for you and or the team, and just getting a chance to get to know him?
Man, it's been great. It's been great. I just remember my first time sitting down with him in Vegas, you know, just at lunch. And, you know, he's just telling me, you know, how he believe in me. When you hearing that from MJ, that's just like, that's different, bro. That's different than anybody else. And, you know, he gave me that confidence right away when I first stepped on to Charlotte. So, you know, I'm just excited. He's great for us. He's a great mentor. You know, I'm pretty sure he keep in touch with all of us. But me, I can hit him at any time, and he gonna challenge me. And you know, I'm just glad to have him. I'm glad to have him as a contact and just to talk to, because you know, he's a guy that's gonna always challenge me and you know and have me on edge.
Does he ever put on gym shoes and shoot around with the team or do some shooting drills with y'all or anything like that?
No, we ain't have him do that yet. We ain't have him do that, but I think we just need to talk a little stuff to him. I think he'd come out. I think he'd come out of a little retirement for a little bit. That's what might need to happen.
Terry, who's one of the toughest guys in the league to guard?